That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
After it like he is here. Grab the fire extinguisher. Put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air. Ooh, that is long.
He squeezed that one, Frank.
That is the champion of the mashes. He mashed up. I don't know if that button can be used again after that.
See a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Settles in over the putt. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
So a tester from 4 feet. Even par early on. Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey. So with that, 1 over par. Teed up here at the second hole, Frank. This is a short par 4, measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really 2 bunkers that you've got to, or 2 complexes that you've really got to worry about One down the left, you'll see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then that next crop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker on the left and short of the other one, or even lay up to the right, perhaps short. And that's where you realize this is very much a two-shot hole, and play it that way.
Now getting ready for the approach shot here at hole number 2. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second.
Good chance for birdie here. Short iron in hand. The approach now to the second hole. Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Locked in on the read and the speed. Makes it right in the center. Just a couple of feet. And so just getting started, even par so far. Frank, players had hybrids, some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on the third?
It certainly is. The third hole you play, yeah, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Getting set now for the second shot here at hole number 3, par 4. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. You like that right there, Frank?
Beautiful lag putt. Great pace.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Yeah, go ahead and fill it up. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Still playing even for the day after the par. Frank, this is our first par 3 of the day. The fourth, about 192 yards.
And it's called sandpit. So if you're not on the green, chances are you're getting that lob wedge or sand wedge out. The green is 36 yards deep. Got a nice little sort of hump and hollow roll to it. Mini roller coaster.
Well, Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental path. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off, and certainly no different now.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Challenging shot now from 180 yards. Frank, the skins game was played at PGA West, the stadium course, many years ago. 1987, Lee Trevino did something that really stood out. With a lot of fun.
Yeah, to make a hole-in-one anywhere is obviously something to be remembered. But when you do it on TV, national TV, and on a hole like 17, Alcatraz, all the way across the water, everybody complained about how hard the golf course was, and Trevino gives it that little bang, little cut, bang, in it goes, one. Trevino could play any golf course, no matter how hard it was.
It was a one that was worth 175,000, $175,000. That won him the carryover skin in the skins game. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just like that, now at 2 under. Frank, what'd you say at the top? Die on the left, die on the right. Is this what you were talking about?
Exactly, yeah. The fifth hole here, it's called double trouble. So yeah, there's chances for grief on both sides of this fairway. But if you're long enough, if you can just sneak it past 335, that's where the water runs out. This is reachable.
So if you do sneak it out there, and that would be the longer hitters, you might have what into this green?
Well, you can get home hybrid, maybe even something shorter. But remember, it's called double trouble. Avoid that. Maybe double eagle.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Now the third shot here at the par 5, fifth.
Yeah, great opportunity, scoring club in hand. Just check the yardage, make sure there's no little fickle breezes around. Pitch the ball on the number, got a birdie putt coming up.
Getting set now over the putt. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie.
It's no snack though. Another one goes in.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Now 2 to the good side. Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3 sixth. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
You're right. Frank, I have to say I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
I agree. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the round plays out.
Might go deep here into red numbers. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Oh my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh yeah, you'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it.
3 under on the day.
Clean this up with a tap.
Did the job right there. Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
That's in the fairway. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. How about that? 4 under par. This would give him the par. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power though?
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball. Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Headed for the bunker? Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. Great execution, right out of the bunker and right next to the hole. This is a 9-footer. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
And getting ready for the putt. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. So they'll tap in. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward. Nice.
Looks good. Good contact, good result. Frank, such a sweet swing. Really a pleasure to watch. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350-plus yards. Frank, break down this second shot here at the 9th hole.
The second shot's a little bit like the tee shot. We know that the biggest trouble is on the right with the water, but there's also a bunker between water and green. So Pete Dye's enticing you to try and play the correct shot, which is one that just moves a little left to right towards the flag. And there is a little bit of relief. You know, if you just miss it a touch, you're in the sand, not the water. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. And setting up here in the rough. Settles in over the putt. Ooh, that hurts. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just 5 feet left. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet? It's still going.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Now the second shot here at 10.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. This from 7 feet. Oh my gosh, that hurts.
Now putt for par.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
He has this for par. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Really has it going at 5 under. Boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West, 617 yards. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But And 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. And that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. This looks like it's going to find the target.
How about that terrific approach shot, setting up a makeable eagle putt? Now the third shot here at the par 5 11. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. After like that, 4 under. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards.
I'm loving that balance.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power though?
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. This is pretty good, Rich. Maybe just a touch right.
That will be a great look at birdie. Club has been pulled, ready for the second shot now at the par 4 12th. This is a good-looking shot. And getting ready for the putt. So with that make, now at 7 under par. These putts keep the round together. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, this is no easy shot here at the par 3 13th.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads. I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of the screen, just taking it through.
Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Beautifully done. That's a birdie. Trying to stay steady, make a par. Did the job right there. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options. You know, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
moving into this second shot here at hole number 14. See a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Locked in on the read and the speed. How about 7 under par now? Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 4 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those 2 bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. That requires something in excess of 280 yards. From there on in, you've got a chance.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, what are you thinking on this second shot here at 15?
Well, if mentally you could take out all that bunker complex on the left, this second shot would look extremely straightforward. And that's really the way you've got to play it. You've got to act like those bunkers aren't there on that left side. And therefore you can go straight at this flag.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Settles in over the putt.
Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
This will be a birdie if it drops. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. So they'll tap in. Nothing wrong with that par putt. This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realized how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realize the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
Playing his second shot here at the... He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
That's an absolute beauty.
Third shot, looking for a good one. That was a solid strike and a good result. Setting up for an approach shot here. Frankie has to be scratching his head as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know, the FedEx Cup, Rich. I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going.
Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Moves to -8. Well, we've arrived at Alcatraz, the signature hole here at PGA West. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
He's gone for a little extra.
Look at this. Look at all the power in that coil. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Now minus 10 for the round. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.